there's a lot of content and it's perfectly appropriate for kids and family viewing, but also there is the extra layer of things where it can be accessible for a bit of an edgier or older audience as well, which I think was something that we've maybe lost a bit nowadays, but it was just incredible. And a lot of that also transitioned a little bit into stuff like the Looney Tunes show, which of course you worked on. For stuff like the Looney Tunes show, how familiar were you required to be with the Looney Tunes characters and just the intricacies of that Looney Tunes world?
Well, I think I was young enough at the time that I had already, I had grown up watching those cartoons religiously. So, I was already vividly aware of the characters that appeared on those cartoons. I think everyone was at that age, like, that was our life. We were just immersed in cartoons and they were kind of the old school cartoons back then too. I think they're different these days, but yeah, I didn't, it probably wasn't a full prerequisite that I needed to know every single character because most of the job was around, coming back from the cartoon and having scripted, I was mostly doing auto cue, but I had spent a lot of time with the producers and the writers critiquing what we were going to say, and then I got to get dressed up in fancy outfits and, it was fun. So yes, I mean, in an ideal world, it would have been great to jump in the cartoon and be really familiar with them, but for the most part, it was, yeah, myself in a studio coming back and forwards, with all the cast and crew there, bouncing off them, like, oh, is that okay? So, I remember always thinking, oh gosh, I hope I delivered that well. It was kind of live to tape most of the time. But yeah, with the opportunity to redo if we needed to. So yeah.
Yeah, of course. And what were some of your highlight memories from working on the Looney Tunes show?
I think the crazy outfits, I remember at one point I did something, I don't know why I was wearing a skull. It was some weird hat, like a fur hat, because it was coming back. I think maybe it was from, I think one of the characters had come back from hunting and I had like a hunting hat on and, just trying to be relevant to whatever we'd just seen on the screen. So yeah, I think I did have some pretty crazy outfits.
I've always prided myself on being at the cutting edge of fashion. Flares, acid wash denim, hypercolored t-shirts, you name it, I was the first kid on the block to wear it.
And just the humor, a lot of those shows, they're fun to make. They're fun, hopefully on screen that the audience are receiving, but also fun in the background.